we are going to be talking about the 7 motivations. Now, this is one of those ones that I gotta kind of say I succeed to the fact that there are motivations because you hear me say it all the time. Motivation is useless. When everyone asks the biggest question of all, how do I motivate my people? How do I motivate my team? I like to tell everyone that it's useless to try and motivate your team because they have to have discipline. When you lose the feeling of motivation, it's because it's an emotion. It's something that it's something that you feel. So when that feeling goes away, you have to have the habits, you have to have the discipline in line in order to make it through the work, the hills, the dips that are there when you're going along your journey. But as you can see from the title, there are 7 motivations. So I guess I should probably tell you how to help your team with their motivation. And why this is so important is if you understand the root cause, the underlying reason why people are motivated, you can better help lead them and guide them and help them along their journey because their motivation is a lot of times it's connected to their why. Now, their why may be a specific event, a specific thing, a specific goal that they want to achieve. But when we talk about whys, we always say, go 7 levels deep, keep asking why until they cry, when it gets to the root of what it really is that they want and why they want it. So these are some of the root reasonings, underlying causes that are built into humans' DNA that cause them to do the things that it is they do. So just like the personality color types, when you know somebody's personality, you know how to talk to them. When you know somebody's love language, you know how to communicate with them. This is a great tool to understand how you as a leader can better lead and better communicate with your team. Now, what's funny is I'm sitting here watching the screen and I'm noticing that I'm talking with my hands so much, but you guys don't get to see it because my hands are moving underneath the screen. So maybe I need to sit up a little bit taller because I'm doing a lot of this while I'm talking because that's how excited I am about today's lesson. So let's dive right in, get ready to take some notes because this will help transform the way that you interact with driving people towards their goal. So the 7 motivations of humans as well as leaders. Number 1 is purpose. People want to do what they were created to do. This is one of the strongest motivators because everyone is wired with a God-given desire to live out their best life, to live to their highest potential. The reason why people get frustrated sometimes is because they don't know what that is. There's that drawing in them that they know that they were made for something more. They just haven't found out what that is yet. So one of the number one motivators for people is purpose. After that, you've got number 2, which is autonomy. People, and more importantly, leaders want autonomy. They want the freedom to control their lives. They want to do things on their terms. That's why we love this business, this network marketing industry. We love it works because it allows us to create the freedom to do things on our own terms. We get to live the life that we design, not a life that was defaulted and designed for us. Number 3 for the motivation is relationships. Now, I know what you're saying. This must be the blues in the personality color type. Yes, these people were hardwired to be around people, to be at parties, to be at gatherings, to be with other humans. These people want to do things with and for other people. But one of the things that they understand that some people don't tend to understand is that working together increases the odds of everybody winning together. It also increases the joy of working. Perfect example is if you're digging a hole by yourself, how fun is that? Not very. If you've got a couple more people there digging with you, it's still not fun, but guess what? You can hum a tune, you can have conversation. It makes it go by much faster when you've got people along for the journey. And like we say all the time, teamwork makes the dream work. So people that are motivated by relationships are drawing people in with them on their journey and want people to go where they're going. And this is one of the big keys that leaders need to get is we need to go somewhere with people, because if you're going somewhere by yourself, you're just going on a walk. You are just a manager. But when people are following you, when you are bringing people up and taking them along with you, that's when you become a true leader. Number 4 is progress. So if somebody you know is frustrated, if somebody you know is stuck, they will get frustrated because it's hardwired in everybody to want to have progress. So your goal as the leader is to point out where they're having progress, where they're growing, no matter how little it is. See, it doesn't matter how small the steps are, as long as the steps are in the right direction of your goals and your dreams. It will eventually lead to your success. Leaders want to experience growth and personal development. That's why you guys are getting on here in the morning. This is why you guys tune into the podcast, into the lives, into the shorts, because you're looking for that extra piece of wisdom. That's why I scour the internets for things to learn, is because I want to make sure that I'm growing every day so that I have the ability to help you grow every day. You are not good enough to stay where you are. Think about that. I'm not good enough to stay where I'm at, because we know that everything worthwhile is uphill. And when you stop, you don't stop and stay, you stop and slide. Because if you stop, you only go backwards because everything is growing around you. So make sure that you're looking for ways to grow in your personal development, in your experiences, in your development, so that you can help lead and guide other people. Now, number 5 is for our green personality types, our analytical people. These are people that are motivated by mastery. These people want to excel at their work. They want to excel at the small details. They want to make sure everything is perfect. And if you're not working to get better, then what's the point of working at something? That is what they think. If you're not going to do it the right way, why even do it at all? Excellence is a gradual result of consistently trying to get better. So people that love mastery are also the people that are so geared towards progress, because they're trying to do anything small to get better, to get that next level, that next edge in what it is they're doing. People may honor you for what you did yesterday, but they will only respect you for what you're doing today. That is why mastery is so important, because if you mastered something and then you just stay at that, same with progress, everything is going to pass by you. So progress, number 4, and mastery, number 5, go hand in hand. They are two of the things that are developed in specific people in tandem. So when you find somebody that really is looking for progress, they tend to seem like they want to master things as well. And when you see people whose main focus is on mastery and having all of the things right, they also tend to long for progress. Number 6, this is one of those things that it's the most unsung mastery and the unsung motivation of all humans. It doesn't matter if it's their love language, it doesn't matter if it's not their love language. Every human being wants recognition. You can never over recognize people enough. Leaders want other people to appreciate and recognize their accomplishment. Non-leaders want others to appreciate and recognize their accomplishments. So this is one of those things where if you know that somebody's doing something awesome, shout them out, create a post, tag them in something to let them know that they're doing amazing. Send them a short text. These things are what fill other people's cups. So again, it's one of those things. If you love recognition, I bet people on your team love recognition. And when you recognize and appreciate work, it tends to make people want to work even harder. Now we're to number 7. We can't have any of these motivations without the one that everyone says everyone is always looking for, and that is money. And that's why it's at the end. That's why it's number 7, because it is not always the most important thing that people focus on. But here's the one thing that we do know, and you've probably heard me say this time and time again from stage, is that money is like oxygen. When you don't have it, you're constantly looking for it, you're gasping for it, you're going for it. It's everything that you focus about. But then once you have it, you don't think about it because you don't think about breathing. You're not sitting here watching this while I'm talking, going, breathe in, breathe out, breathe in, breathe out. You're doing it automatically. But I bet you if you started holding your breath right now and I keep talking, at some point you're going to start thinking about that next breath of air, not what I have to say. And money seems to be that same way. Leaders want to be financially secure. And guess what that means? The people on your team want to be financially secure. So, one of the things that you should use as a motivation is how can you help your team become financially secure? Because there's plenty more things that are more important than money. The problem is 99% of things in the world cost money. 99% of the things out in the world take money. Money is a strong motivator until you get enough. And once you get enough, you get what you want. And once you get what you want, doesn't that kind of knock money off of the motivation pedestal? And that's why you have to go back through and look at the other things. Because if money was your only motivation and you get it, then all of a sudden, what are you going to do? You have to switch from money for you to money that you can give back, money that you can help other people earn, because it's a powerful motivator, because you can never give enough money away. So if you get all of the things that you desire in number 7, money, the way to keep that motivation going is to transition from money for you to money for others. So to recap again, today's lesson on the 7 motivations, they are number 1, purpose. Number 2, autonomy. Number 3, relationships. Number 4, progress. Number 5, mastery. Number 6, recognition. And number 7, money. Now, what I want you to do is to find out which of these 7 is the main motivation for you. That is one thing. So go through and give yourself a 1 to 5 on each one and see where you're at. Now you know where you're leading from. Step 2 is the goal is to find out of the 7 motivators, what is the motivational style of the person that you are leading? What do you think it is that motivates them? Because once you figure out how to keep them motivated because of what they're motivated by, it makes it easier and will give you a better chance of helping them through a difficulty, and they won't give up because you know how to keep them going. Guys, I hope this helped. Go back through, listen again, do your steps to figure out which you are and which the people that you're leading are. And I hope you have an amazing week, and I hope your day is as awesome as you are.